Hey guys, this is Stephanie, and today I just wanted to talk about my 24-week doctor's experience that I had yesterday. As you can see, I'm in a different setting. That's because I'm visiting my sister in Georgia, and I was supposed to have my 24-week in Germany, but I decided to come to Georgia to visit my sister until the end of the month because I won't be able to fly after 7 months. So I'm gonna run out my 6 months here and go back right before I turn 7 months. Well, about my appointments. Okay, I'm used to having this is my first kid, and I'm used to having my checkups in Germany. And in Germany, they give you an ultrasound every time you go. Well, here I went yesterday, and I went to my sister's OB, and I actually requested her OB, but they gave me some other lady. And she's like, "Oh, well, how are you? Da 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 da." So I'm like, "Fine." She goes, "So how do you like it in Germany?" I'm like, "I love it. It's really nice." And she's like, "Oh, I don't know if I can do that. I don't know if I can be pregnant in Germany." Kind of saying like, I guess like the medical system in the United States is better, which it's not at all. Only thing this lady did was, first of all, she was really rough. She checked my stomach and she was pressing it like real freaking hard. And the table was like pretty much flat like a freaking bed. Then she measured my stomach, the length of it, and which was like at 24 inches or something. And then she listened to the heartbeat. She took this little thing, like at Babies R Us, they have that thing where you can hear a heartbeat. Well, pretty much that's what it was. I mean, if I just wanted to hear a heartbeat, I could freaking went to Babies R Us and bought the machine myself and listened to the heartbeat. And so I'm laying there, thinking she's gonna do something else, and she's like, "Oh, okay, Stephanie." I'm like, "Is that it?" She's like, "Yeah." I was like, "No ultrasound?" She's like, "No, we only do that if the heartbeat is low, or if there's something wrong." I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "In Germany, I get one every time I go." So, she's like, "No, we don't do it." She like, I have military insurance, so my insurance pays for everything. She didn't even give me the options and say, "Oh, well, do you want to do it?" She didn't even tell me, "Oh, well, we charge $70 for it if you want to do it." She didn't give me any options at all. It was just freaking horrible. Then on top of that, I was in Baltimore, and like, I've never, like, I guess I've been gone from the States for so long because I haven't been here in 3 years. Because originally I'm not from the States, I'm from the Bahamas. So, people in Baltimore were so freaking rude. Oh my gosh. It's like, I don't know if they haven't seen a petite pregnant person before, or somebody that became pregnant and just didn't freaking blow up. But this one guy, he was walking in front of me and my friend. She drove up from Virginia to see me. Hey, Amy. And this guy was walking in front of us, and he was a hefty guy. His girlfriend or whoever was with him, she was a hefty woman. He turns around, and he goes, "Oh, look at her," and he's pointing everything. He's like, "She looked like she got bit by a mosquito." And I looked at him, I'm like, "Yeah, and you look like you freaking ate fucking 10 kids." Like, come on, like, that is so rude. Like, there were so many people that was like just making rude, unnecessary comments. I can count on one hand how many people actually said, "Oh, you're so cute, da 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 da." It's not my fault that I wasn't freaking fat or like nasty looking before I got pregnant. It's not my fault that I'm not fat or nasty looking while I'm pregnant. So like, don't freaking make rude comments. If you're gonna make rude comments or whatever, wait till you're at a distance where I'm not gonna hear you to make your comments. Like, that just freaking pissed me off. We were just shocked because like, we're not used to that, and it was just so rude. Like, I don't know, people here are just so freaking rude. I told my husband about it, and he's like, "Don't worry about it. They're just hating." This one chick, she's like, "They're just hating, because you look good pregnant, and whatever, whatever. But like it was just so ridiculous. Like I was in Wet Seal. No, I was in Charlotte Russe, and this girl, she was with her friend. Her friend was pregnant, and this chick, she was chunky, and she just looks at me. She's like, "Wow." Like, okay, what does that mean? Am I supposed to take wow as in a good way, or wow as in what? I mean, at least I have excuse for having a belly. What's your excuse? Other than the fact that you probably eat too much, or is it hereditary that you can't get rid of? Like, you didn't see me look at you and say, "Wow, she's freaking fat." I mean, like, it was just so rude. People there are just so rude. And I was at the Arundel Mills Mall, I think it's called, but it was just rude. Plain rudeness is all I can say about it. I haven't had any reaction like that here in Georgia, but in Baltimore it was just freaking outrageous. When I went into Virginia, I didn't have that reaction. I don't know. I'm not just gonna say it's just people from Baltimore, but some people are just plain ignorant. Like the doctor, she's just plain ignorant. Like how could she diss a country that she probably has never even visited? You know, in Germany, their EMTs are equivalent to a U.S. doctor. So their EMTs are pretty much doctors. So they're more educated than you are. So how could you say, oh, well, I couldn't be in Germany pregnant. I couldn't do it. Like, how are you gonna diss a country that you know nothing about? Probably the fact, other than what you've probably seen on TV or what you have read, which in journalists juice things up all the time. Like how, if you don't have any personal experience, like how could you diss that country? It was just, I don't know. I guess I'm just not used to all of the rudeness, and I think I'm better than, you know, that's just, it's ridiculous. But it seems like that's just how America is. Because being from the Bahamas, I know, like, I'm not saying like all Americans are like this or whatever, but being from the Bahamas is like when I first moved here when I was a kid, and I went to school, and some girl asked me, "Oh, do you guys have TVs in your house?" And I'm like, what kind of question is that? Like, what kind of question is that? My response was, "Do you have a TV in your house?" Like, America doesn't realize that most countries are just as Americanized or civilized as they are. So like, Americans just see what is put on the TV, which in 9 times out of 10 is usually like a ghetto area of a certain country or whatever. I don't know. It was just annoying to me. It was just like straight ignorance, and I hate that. Like, I hate ignorant people. So that was just like my little rant and ramble because I was irritated of being here because I'm just not used to it, I guess. And I don't know. I just ran into a lot of ignorance in my first week of being here. So, well, this is my look for today. And I don't have on my... I'm thinking about I should put some leggings on underneath, but I don't know because Georgia is humid. And right now it looks kind of cloudy outside, but it's only 12 o'clock. And in Georgia, anything is possible. So I might put leggings on. I don't know. I'm about to go to the DMV and renew my driver's license. And that's it. Oh, let me show you side view of the belly. So yeah, that's it. I'll talk to you guys later. If you have any opinions on the medical system here or anything I mentioned or whatever, you can leave a comment, make a video response, however you feel. Alright? Peace out.